Blood. Worldwide bestseller. Now a motion picture brings this book to the screen.
This morning, the film crew for the movie In Cold Blood began shooting. The director, Richard Brooks, shouting his orders at the residence of the Herbert Clutter family.
Richard Brooks was a very focused filmmaker. He wanted to recreate the event. I think he would have been very happy if he had been able to hang me and Robert Blake at the end of the film. Brooks introduced the world to Kansas through the camera, and Quincy Jones introduced the rhythm and the tempo that kept the film moving along.
Not many stories like that had been presented, you know. Shot in a location, the same place the murder occurred, so it was so really authentic. It smelled like the situation, you know. It felt like the situation. That's why Richard shot it, I'm sure.
Some people would naturally like to see the whole thing forgotten. Other local residents, however, feel much the same as Terry Schmidt, who says when they switch to that long shot of the courthouse, maybe I'll be the guy washing the windows.
When the film crew came into Garden City and, of course, set up at the courthouse, I wanted nothing to do with it. I mean, I shut it out of my mind.
Many of these same spectators and reporters were in the sullen crowd that saw the actual killers brought to this courthouse after their capture. In this courtroom, they were tried for murder, and 7 of the jurors in the film are the actual men who decided their fate.
We were all stuck in this house, especially the week that they shot the murder scene. Every single window was blacked out, so it was claustrophobic.
There was a scene in the Clutter house where Hickok was in the room with Nancy Clutter, and he was going to violate her. And the Smith character came into the room and pulls him off of the bed, jams him in the doorway. Hickok says he's going to bust that little girl. And he says, no, you're not. Then there was a line right after that that I thought should go in there, which was, okay, honey.
No. Okay, honey.
It denigrates Smith. He just put him down. He said, okay, honey, you're not a man. I'm the man in this situation, not you. I'm the man.
It was so intense. It was so intense.
I wanted people to dislike Hickok when they saw the film. I wanted them to know that he was a human being, but he was a very flawed human being and not someone that you would want to emulate. And so I don't totally agree with the supposition that they're humanized. The Smith character is humanized. There are justifications for what he becomes.
Isn't it, in fact, just glorifying 2 killers who, but for the film...
You've got to be putting me on. You've got to be putting me on. What are you trying to do, get me riled?
No, I feel this very strongly.
What do you want to do, just make Mary Poppins? Shall we just make films like that? When I turn on television, I want to see what the hell's going on in Vietnam. I don't want a fiction.
These 2 young ladies came up to us, and one says, you look familiar. You recognize him from the movie he starred in. What movie? He said, In Cold Blood. They started screaming and backing up, and it had to be 20 feet, if not more, and the wall stopped them from backing up further. And I said, damn, I guess I did it.
I had nightmares for years after having done the movie, a kind of a guilt-based nightmare of, you know, this great experience that was so married to this tragedy. I remember I just wanted to walk out in front of traffic after I saw it for the first time. It's a hard film to watch.
After I saw the film, I went to the bathroom and threw up. That was my initial reaction to it. Critically, it was very well received. We got, I think, 4 Academy Award nominations.
There was no question whatsoever how special it was. And the amazing thing is that it has endured.
I think what Capote did with the book and what Brooks did with the film are very similar.
It's truth. It's not Hollywood fiction. It's truth.
It transformed how people made movies. It brought a reality to them that before, nothing wrong with the films that preceded that, but it certainly influenced how films were made.
There was so much attention on the book and then the making of the movie, and there was a whole press week devoted to the making of the movie. Capote was there. He said this was his last trip. He would never come out again. He said it was too painful for him.
He never survived